My name is Chris Loper. I'm a software developer, and I'm currently employed at Thetus Corporation, and I was placed there by EdgeLink. Been working there for a couple weeks now, and it's going great. I would say the greatest influence has been mobile devices. In particular, the iPhone. It really blew up the market and made it such that every developer had to start considering it for all of their projects. And when you look at it in terms of how people want to interact with the internet, they don't really want to have to go to their computer to do it. They want to be able to use their phone or now their iPad or something like that. I became involved in software engineering like most people in my generation, I think, through video games. We kind of grew up with them, and I think for a lot of us there was this appeal of, oh wow, I can create these really cool worlds and environments and this interaction. And for me, there was a huge charge in being able to connect with other people in these environments, and that translated now into being able to create an application that is useful for a large audience of people. I couldn't live without search engines. Google, of course, really led the way on that, but when you look at how much information is on the internet, 45+ billion web pages, that's a lot of data. It's probably the largest repository of data in the history of mankind. And data really is only as valuable as it is accessible. And search engines really expose that data and make it usable. My first job was at a computer repair shop dealing with lots of old compacts and e-machines and whatnot. But what really stuck with me from that is the connection that people had with the technology, with their computers. And it was really interesting to see how they were extensions of themselves. And that's what technology really is. And when you bring that into the software development world, you start asking these types of questions like, is this useful? How are my clients or users going to connect with this piece of software? Is it functional? Is it natural? And that's what you need to ask for really good design. I don't think a lot of people realize how much work you guys do in sort of behind the scenes. It's really unprecedented in the industry that I've experienced so far. There is not just this sense of, oh, well, I'm matching keywords with skill sets, you know. There is actually a real process behind it, and it shows. I think a successful placement comes from the meeting of the goals of the candidate with the goals of the company. When you look at it from that perspective, the company and the candidate are almost the same. You have to have a purpose, you have to have a goal. You have to think about the future. You have to have a path to that, a way to get there. And with the company, that's what they think of all the time. So a good match comes from those two ideas meeting together.